So today is officially N7 Day. We always celebrate it on November 7th, which kind of makes sense. Anyways, the big news we got for today is the fact that Mass Effect has a series in development over at Amazon. We're going to talk about this article. They're in very, very early talks. And then on top of that, there is some interesting people attached to this project. So let's get into it. Like I said before, Mass Effect TV series in development at Amazon. Okay. Mass Effect TV series in development on Amazon adapts the iconic RPG series for a small screen, which I kind of have faith because they did a really, really good job with Fallout. Fast and Furious 9 writer Daniel Casey and Mass Effect game leader Michael Gamble are involved on the project, which kind of worries me because I think it was Fast and Furious 9 is where they went to space. Spoiler alert. So I don't understand how much further you can get into space. And then on top of that, this actually right here, Michael Gamble being involved because he was the game leader is a good thing. It really is because it should retain the feel of Mass Effect. This is the other part I don't like. Adaptation likely focus on original trilogy with details on story and casting yet to be revealed. Be original. Do something different in that universe. You don't have to do Commander Shepard. You can venture outside of that because the Mass Effect universe is so massive. So massive that you don't have to continue or even take the original trilogy and make it into a TV series. Mass Effect is the latest franchise to make a jump from game to screen as a TV series is now officially in development at Amazon. Ever since the first Mass Effect was released in 2007, BioWare's epic sci-fi RPG series has captivated fans with rich futuristic settings, memorable characters, which it does, and a gripping storyline that the players can shape through in-game choices that carry over from the entry to entry. Ish. Even though I do know, I never went back and played the third one again after they pushed that massive update because it was like, here's one of three choices. And I'm like, great, dude. I just wasted. Well, I didn't waste. It was still a decent ending. But I just spent 200 hours playing this game just to be like, yeah, right, left, center, choose. It just kind of blew me away. The storyline is centered around Commander Shepard, a human Spectre tasked with building a team of allies to save the Milky Way galaxy from the invading Reaper Armada. Fans have argued that the Mass Effect series would be right for a TV adaptation in the style of HBO's The Last of Us, which 100% it is. But the problem is, like I was talking about earlier, The Last of Us doesn't have as big of a universe as Mass Effect. So me personally, I would not be upset if they went and told their own story instead of taking the video game story and doing it that way. Look at Fallout. I think one of the reasons that Fallout has been as successful as it was, it didn't copy and paste, the story of Fallout 4, Fallout 3, whichever Fallout choose it. It did stick to the formula of Fallout, though. I will give it that. But it was a original series in that universe that it followed multiple characters. Where if we're just going to get a copy and paste of the first game, the second game, the third game, there's just so much backstory that you can make like 3 or 4 seasons off of just the first game alone, 3 or 4 seasons off the second game. Like it's ridiculous, like everything you can do. Anyways, and Amazon reportedly entered negotiations with BioWare to produce a series for Amazon Prime back in 2021. This came roughly a decade after Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers gained the rights to make a Mass Effect movie that would have adapted the original game, though this ultimately never developed beyond the initial planning stages, which it's kind of sad because who knows what could have come from that. Because we could have probably gotten one of the worst video game adaptation movies of all time that I could be sitting here talking about, but instead, we didn't get anything. No! Now, it seems Amazon could have better luck with bringing Mass Effect to the TV screen, as Variety reports that Mass Effect series is indeed in the works at Amazon MGM Studios. Hey, at least Amazon's putting MGM to work, baby. Let's go. Anyways, Fast and Furious 9 writer Daniel Casey is set to pen the series, which you already heard my thoughts on that, with former Marvel television producer serving as an executive producer under Cedar Tree Productions. The Legend of Zelda movie producer Avi Arad and current Mass Effect game producer Michael Gamble are all attached to the series. This one right here worries me. Avi Arad. We're about to see why. Nothing else has been revealed about this new, now confirmed Mass Effect TV series, though it's likely to be an adaptation of the original Mass Effect trilogy. As noted, Michael Gambler is currently working on the new Mass Effect game, one that will reportedly pick up where the first 3 games in 2017 Mass Effect Andromeda left off. Okay, like I said, that's one good thing. The bad thing is, like I said, that Avi Arad is no stranger to video game adaptations. He was executive producer for 2022's Uncharted movie, which really wasn't that good, and this year's Borderlands films, which was another bomb. Uncharted, the problem I have with Uncharted is it was an okay movie. Definitely doesn't live up to its namesake, and then the Borderlands movie, that's a whole different video. I can make that video if y'all want. There are many questions left to be answered about the Mass Effect TV series, namely regarding its story and the cast. Well, I mean, this is the problem I have, is they're already basically talking that it's going to be based around the first 3 games, so we kind of have an idea what the story's like. The question is, who is going to be casted? If you're going to focus on the original characters, there's so many characters to cast that your guess is as good as mine, but we got a Fast and the Furious writer penning the script. Guess what? I would not be surprised if they're like, Vin Diesel, get in here, and he's running at, the front of the gang, for family. Definitely could say that. The last one is that particularly notable aspect, since the main character Shepard is fully customizable in the game, meaning that anyone could theoretically take the role. 100% true. They could technically have a female lead, they can have a male lead. I mean, there's multitude of options you could do with Commander Shepard, and on top of that, you could do different voices in the game. There's so much you can do with this. I keep saying this, I think they should have gone a different route than trying to capture the magic of the first 3, have it set in the universe, and hey, if they run into Shepard, cool. In the meantime, BioWare recently celebrated Mass Effect's annual N7 Days, celebrating an in-game crossover with No Man's Sky. All right, let's go full screen. So, with that being said, happy N7 Day. On top of that, I really hope that this Mass Effect series is going to be good. It's in good hands. I mean, it's with Amazon. Amazon, for the most part, has had really, really good game adaptations and okay book adaptations, like Lord of the Rings. I started it. I've heard a lot of people rant and rave about how good it is, and I just kind of was like, meh. Anyways, you guys, y'all have a great and wonderful day. I'll catch y'all later.